Hey everybody, Jacob Godar, and today we're talking about what's the value of your company. This is going to be short and brief and to the point, and I think it's a really interesting topic that, what is my company worth? And we're going to just give some benchmarks, some real rough numbers that I was thoroughly surprised when I recently heard those. So this is kind of interesting because you might not know what you're building. You might not know the value. You might not know based on, am I going into construction? Am I going into maintenance? Is it more reoccurring? Is it more shoot, hunt, kill? I guess that would actually be hunt, shoot, kill. I think that's the way that typically works out. What are the values of those two things? And these benchmarks really astonished me, and I think that's cool because now you know if you're building a company based off your profitability, where are we at? This comes down to a multiple off of your profit, which is typically, to my understanding, going to be done off EBITDA. So if you want to know what that is, look it up. I can say the words to you real quick like everybody does, but it's going to take you a second to absorb that anyway. Off of that figure, the multiple is about 5x for a good landscape company. So that might be cool. That might sound great. If I've got a $100,000 in profit, that means a $500,000 company. Obviously there's going to be variables, there's liabilities, there's all these different things going on with your company. But the one that really intrigued me, the one where, I push landscape. So many people push landscape. But I have never not tried to grow my maintenance division. I have just not marketed it like we grow the landscape division. In my situation, our name's already Scooter's Lawn Care. We don't need to tell people we do lawn care. It's in the name. So we market the heck out of landscape. To get into it, the reoccurring maintenance, this is really what's cool. So it is more of a 7 to 8x multiple. Yes, it takes longer to build. It's not as sexy or exciting, but I think that's really cool to know, okay, so it was $500,000 if it was a landscape company that had a net of $100,000, and now it's going to be $700,000 or $800,000. That's a pretty sizable difference, especially if you take that to scale. You make a super profitable company. You really tweak and fine tune the things. And this doesn't mean you need to sell your company, but evaluating your worth, I think trying to understand what your perceived or close to net worth, I think that's an important thing to try to track and work on and continuously try to better. And just know for your own financial solitude that you're building something that is of value. Which direction do you go? Do you go for landscaping or do you go for lawn care? Reoccurring revenue by nature is going to have a higher multiple. It's going to be worth more money. Maintenance is just that. So fertilizer, aeration, overseeding, stuff that you do every year for each one of these clients, mowing, all those hedge trimming, all these things where you got a reoccurring package on those are all reoccurring. Those are all worth a lot more. Now landscaping is cool. It drives in a lot of money. It's still got a multiple. It's just not as big. So I'm going to go along the same guideline I've always went along. We use the landscaping to fill the pipeline with revenue, bring in money, help fund the business as it grows. And then as we're doing that, we allow and don't slow down, other than we don't want it to be too cheap, so we raise the prices because we don't want to gain it so quick that we just get inundated with it. But then over here, as we're doing this and growing our name and growing our landscaping, we just keep racking up the maintenance account. So what is the value of your business? Was this interesting to you to know it's that type of multiple? I thought it was lower. I'm super astonished to hear from some of the greats in the industry that that's what it is, and I wanted to share that with you today. So what's your business worth? Is it bring value to you knowing that it's maybe worth more than you thought? Hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.